How's it going, everyone? Want to take you guys through a plethora of updates on free games, and we've got free game trials that are live right now over on the PlayStation Store, so we'll get to those at the end of this video. But man, free games have been swinging, I feel, for the last couple of months or so. We've had some major releases just this month in December with Infinity Nikki and Marvel Rivals and Path of Exile 2, which I get it is in the early access period, so it's not completely free to play yet, but it's going to be a free to play title and it's being received very well. You've had a lot of free to play games come out all year long, and it seems like a lot of them again are being received incredibly well. We'll talk about some updates with Infinity Nikki and Marvel Rivals, a leak on Rivals. The First Descendant was one of the bigger free titles over the summer. The interest in that has waned a little bit, as is going to be the case with any live service title like that, but we have a bit of an update on the roadmap heading into 2025, and as I mentioned at the top, a couple of free trials that are available right now. But right off the bat, Infinity Nikki's first major update, Shooting Star Season, will launch on December the 30th, announced by publisher Infold Games and developer Paper Game. The overview notes, Infinity Nikki's first major update, Shooting Star Season, will be available December 30th through January 23rd, and it introduces new storylines, platforming challenges, time-limited events, and of course, stunning outfits to ring in the new year. During the Shooting Star Season, shimmering meteors will grace the night skies over Maryland as residents come together and cast their wishes upon the stars. Beyond these cosmic travelers and festive decorations, players will find a series of new activities, rewards, and ways to interact with the cozy open world. With over 20 million downloads since launch, Infinity Nikki has received critical acclaim since releasing earlier this month. Designed with care, providing a unique and immersive experience, Infinity Nikki blends dress-up gameplay with engaging activities such as fishing, crafting, and story-driven quests. A colorful cast of characters and breathtaking locations make Maryland a truly unforgettable place to explore. Players have discovered a cozy, whimsical open-world adventure where fashion meets exploration, while gliding across stunning landscapes, solving puzzles, grooming adorable pets, or uncovering hidden secrets like ghost trains and soaring paper cranes. Infinity Nikki offers endless charm and surprises for players to enjoy. The game has been received incredibly well. I don't think anybody is going to take that away from it. Is it my cup of tea and the game that I would expect to really enjoy? No. But hey, it's resonated at a very high level. The major complaint that I do see is on PlayStation 5. It is locked to 30 frames per second. There is no 60 frames per second option, which hopefully that's something they'll add in the future. Maybe they could do a pro upgrade, I don't know, but yeah, it's only 30 frames per second, which I do know is a big issue. But moving on from that, Infinity Nikki is getting a major update. Marvel Rivals is getting Christmas-themed events, and it's one of the most popular free games on the market right now. I've been playing a ton of it. I did have to drop it for a little bit so I could focus on some of the other games I was playing, because I was sinking in an absurd amount of hours into Marvel Rivals on a daily basis. Your boy was maining Hawkeye, which, you know, is kind of generic. I was just staying in the back, picking people off, and you know, it's just free kills with Hawkeye. Hawkeye is super easy to play. At least to me, it was very easy to play. I get it that, you know, some people can't aim and it's not great, but Hawkeye I was really having a great time with. Moon Knight I think is also really great, but you know, I also do see a lot of people playing DPS and they're not playing other characters. I did pick up Venom and I did enjoy him quite a lot as well. But some leaks are happening for Marvel Rivals right now as well. As noted on MP First Report, Marvel Rivals leaks reveals new characters, maps, rank season, and more. Some of these new characters, and again, I'm not a big Marvel guy, so I can't speak to each individual characters, especially the lesser known ones, but you've got Angela, Hitmonkey, Deadpool. That is going to be a huge one whenever Deadpool is added. Captain Marvel, Emma Frost. You've got Phoenix and MODOK all getting added by the looks of it as well. Given that Marvel, if you're really looking at all of the characters that you're going to have at your disposal, you really have an endless array of characters that you could potentially add to Marvel Rivals over the course of time. I do think you should space it out. I don't think you should spam release characters. I don't think you should do, you know, 12 characters a year or something like that. I just think that's too much. Space it out a little bit. Get people to digest characters getting added in. I think that's the best way to do it, especially because the initial wave of characters that that did get added in already has a lot of depth to it, although I do think in some of the roles that could be expanded. Like, a lot of the characters are DPS, and yes, everybody's gonna gravitate towards the DPS characters, but maybe we should add some characters in the other roles as well. But I do think we need to be a little bit judicious, a little bit not selective, but just thinking about, you know, the long-term prospect and not just spam releasing characters just because there's a lot at your disposal. And yes, that'll get people excited, but I think it would be best for a couple characters to get released over the course of, you know, 6 months, and then move on with that. Let those sink in, let that get rotated into the meta, so to speak, and then, you know, let them all have a moment to shine. And I would really do one major character at a time. But that's my 2 cents. You guys might disagree with me on that. On top of that, future team-ups and maps were included as well. Squirrel x Raccoon, Storm x Human Torch, Wolverine x The Thing x Hulk, Wolverine x Phoenix, Wolverine x Magic, Psylocke and Black Panther, Blade x C&D and x Moon Knight, Emma Frost and Magneto, Emma Frost and Psylocke, and so on and so forth, and other maps to be introduced. There's just so much you could do with Marvel Rivals that I think this is going to be a game that is going to have a lot of staying power, because fundamentally there's a lot to like out of the game. I don't think it'll have the, you know, engagement that it's had over the last 3 weeks or so that it's gonna have, you know, deep into 2025, but as long as they have a consistent player base, as we've always mentioned, that's all you really need and you'll be golden, and I do think they're gonna have that consistent player base. And for me, I sunk a lot of time into it, and I did spend money on the game. I picked up the Battle Pass, which I think for any free title, if you're enjoying the game, yo, the Battle Pass, to buy that, that's not a big deal. Like, I'll spend money on a free game. I'm not gonna spend money on a lot of the skins and whatnot, because those can get pretty pricey looking through the store, but you know what, if people want to spend money on that, more power to them. If they've got the disposable income, again, more power to them. I usually just try to stick with the Battle Pass when it comes to free games like this. Moving on from that, The First Descendant was a game that was pretty big over in the summer, but has waned a little bit, but we do have some content notes for 2025. January 2025, we've got a new character release, Void Erosion Control, gameplay and feature reworks as well, and skins being released with the Lunar New Year theme. February, new events, seasonal activities, skins, hot springs, and Valentine's Day themes will be rolled out. And then March of 2025, you'll have a new character, Serena, details pending on that. Main story expansion with new quests, 4 new ultimate weapons, new external equipment, outpost overhaul, and new Void Abyss boss as well. Growth and system refinements, quality of life updates, and photo mode rotating out there as well. I think people will be fiends on that, but nevertheless, this was a game that was big over the summer, but as is the case with live service games, you know, they'll have their interest wane, and there's still a consistent player base attached to The First Descendant. It's just nowhere near what it was over the summer, but that was the break. Sometimes these things do happen. And lastly, I do want to highlight 2 free trials that are available on the PlayStation Store. Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown from December 27th until December 31st. There will be a free trial with no time limits either. Prepare to explore Hong Kong Island and the capital behind the wheel of exceptional cars. I played this game. I wasn't crazy about it. Incredibly janky, always online, and visually, man, the character models and given that customizability is a big aspect of this game, a little dicey to say the least, but try it out for yourself. You might end up having a better time with it than me. And then Diablo 4 having a free trial as well right now. I think its timing is kind of comical given that Path of Exile is getting a lot of buzz right now, and rightfully so. But Diablo 4 is a fun time. Like, I know a lot of people criticize Diablo 4, and I haven't played since a lot of the recent updates, nor have I played Vessel of Hatred, but Diablo's a game I think a lot of people could end up enjoying and have a pretty good time with. Try out the free trial, and it is discounted 40% off for $30, and you can get the Vessel of Hatred bundle that includes Diablo 4 as well as the expansion for $45.49, which I actually don't think is that bad of a price. Try out the trial, see how you like it for yourself, and then make your decision after that. But that'll do it for me. Get Infinity Nikki version 1.1, Marvel Rivals, some major content's on the horizon for that game, and that is going to be one of the bigger games to keep an eye on in 2025 in terms of how the consistency is and how engaged players are with it. I think that is going to be an interesting observation. First Descendant gets its roadmap into 2025, and Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown and Diablo 4 both have free trials on the PlayStation Store. That's going to do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, sound off there. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.